Let's bring in our Danielle Savoni with our first look at the weather. You know, we've seen other May long weekends that were much more dismal than this, let's say.
Yeah, you know, we've had snow on a lot of long weekends in Calgary and surrounding areas, and we don't have that in the forecast. We have a good amount of rain, and temperatures will not be in the 20s or anything like that. So if it's a camping weekend for you, enjoy who you're camping with, because you might be in some close quarters, hiding underneath the, what do you call that, Cam? The thing under in the RV?
In the RV? Oh, the awning?
Yeah, the awning or inside, yeah. So it's going to be rainy for a lot of it. 12 degrees right now. When we look at those next 24 hours, your 24-hour forecast is brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Find more than what you're expecting at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. And as you can see, yes, we're expecting the potential for thunderstorms for the next few hours, then on and off rain for tonight with fog patches developing that will continue into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we could get to a high of about 16 degrees. It's just a little below normal, but that will come with winds out of the north at times, so cooler wind, rain, which will be heavy at times, and there's thunderstorms as well. Your full long weekend forecast coming up.
Danielle, of course, we want everyone to be safe out there on the roads, on the waterways. They're camping with the fires, everything.
Yeah, and when you look at the fire situation, for example, it's gotten a lot better because of the rain, but we still have to be careful out there. Okay, that said, you have to bring enough to be warm out there as well, because it's a cool one and it's a rainy one for much of our long weekend, except for Monday when things really clear up. We have thunderstorms and showers on the way for many communities throughout these next couple of hours as a wave is starting to really develop and intensify. And I'll show you that on the radar in just a second. But we are sitting at 12 degrees right now in Calgary. We're in the teens here, Drumheller and Brooks and Medicine Hat. So temperatures are at least a few degrees below normal for most communities in the south. Let's zoom into the Calgary area with regards to temperatures. Get your daily dose of greens at Serenity Golf Club, just 20 minutes east of Calgary. Golfing, a good thing to do. You have some windows this weekend, but of course you're going to need to be prepared for some rain as well when you're out there. 12 degrees again at the airport in Calgary, but 12 also downtown and at Windsport. Airdrie is also sitting at that 12 degree mark right now. Irricana at 14 and Bragg Creek right now at 10. All right, looking at the radar and satellite, we have one system that's moved out. We have the instability along the foothills here that we talked about developing late day today. And this is a lot of pockets of rainfall, but also some isolated non-severe thunderstorms. We don't have the heat for extreme thunderstorms, but we certainly have enough to get a little bit of lightning going in some spots. I'm going to zoom in just so you can see what's going on. For us here in Calgary, we're getting rain in some parts of the city right now. We have this line that's really down parts of Highway 2, passing already through the Lethbridge area and headed towards basically the Trans-Canada. When you look at what's happening over the next little bit, I'm going to try and play through as much as your long weekend as possible so you can get an idea of maybe some small windows you might have that'll be drier than others. Now for Calgary specifically, once we deal with this wave for the next couple of hours, we're going to have that system really spin over us and deliver rainfall for tonight. However, by 9 o'clock in the morning, it should be out of the way for Calgary and the clouds will start to clear out. So basically between 9 and 10, you may start to notice the sun even peek through for a little bit. Small little bit, because then by about 4 p.m. we get into the potential of this next wave of rainfall and these pockets of showers and thunderstorms. Sunday starts off cloudy and then we get some heavier rain later in the day on Sunday, and then things start to clear out for Monday and warm up. Just to give you an indication for some communities what you can expect, this is just from now until Sunday afternoon. Keep in mind there's another big bulk of rain after this, so you'll tack on and maybe another 5 millimeters in Calgary, but this is an idea of what you can expect with regards to rainfall up until about 3 p.m. on Sunday. So for Calgary, looking at temperatures in the teens for the next mid-teens for the next couple of days, and again we have that risk of thunderstorms later in the day. Sunday, when you combine the morning rainfall, especially with the rainfall later in the day, 5 to 10 millimeters is possible. And then again, clearing out for Victoria Day on Monday.
People can get very creative even with the cooler, rainier weather.
And it's important to know we have windows of opportunity out there.
Oh, I like that.
So between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m., Calgary and surrounding area, that's our window of no rain. Light. Well, we're down to a 30% chance, so a very small chance of seeing any sort of rainfall. So good thing to know if you're planning golfing. or anything outside. Okay, 12 degrees was our daytime high. Also, it's our current temperature. Normal is 17. So yes, we're below normal. We will be below normal until Victoria Day Monday. 15 degrees for tomorrow, 12 for Sunday. So Sunday will be cooler. Now, the bulk of the rain on Sunday should arrive later in the day, so by about 4, and it will be heavy at times. 5 to 10 millimeters is possible then, and then clearing out for Monday.
So let's check in on the weather for those campers. Danielle joins us now. Are they going to get wet this weekend?
Yes, definitely wet. You're going to have to like who you're camping with if you're camping this weekend, because there will be some time spent under the awning, absolutely, or at least in enclosed spaces like a tent or RV. Because it will also be cold. Now, I think the key thing to mention, though, is that there will be some windows where it won't rain. And for tomorrow specifically, the window, because when you look at this graphic here, yes, it looks very ominous. We do have the risk of thunderstorms for tonight. There will be rain overnight and fog. But by 9 a.m., the rain should clear out. And between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. is when it looks like we'll have a window of no rain. Yes, it may be cloudy and a little on the cool side, but no rain is expected between 9 and 4 p.m. And then the rain and thunderstorms are back after 4. More details coming up, Tara.
Thanks, Danielle. Let's check in with Danielle again as we look ahead to our long weekend forecast.
Long weekend forecast. You know, May Long is not always the, brightest, warmest of them all. And we have some windows where, if you plan some golfing or want to be outdoors, where we'll be rain-free. But there's a lot of moisture in the forecast for this long weekend and cooler temperatures. So 11 degrees is the temperature in Calgary right now. We got up to 12 for today. Normal is 17. So we're definitely below normal in all communities in southern Alberta. It's just 11 in Pincher Creek, 12 in Lethbridge, and 15 in Medicine Hat right now. What we have is a line of instability, and this is leading to showers, and also some non-severe thunderstorms have popped up along this line here. We don't have the intensity, the heat, or anything in place to have any of these storms be severe, but we certainly may see some of these packed with a little bit of lightning and a decent downpour. Again, we do need the moisture. A lot of people will say it would be great if we could just hold off until after a long weekend, but here we are. We are also going to have a system develop right over us as well, and that's going to deliver a good amount of rain even through the overnight hours. So let me give you the timeline here. Here's that line of showers and non-severe thunderstorms. So that's going to pass through, but then you can see that spin that's going to really arrive throughout the overnight hours and deliver some rainfall. If you're looking for a window of opportunity to be outdoors without the rain, our best chance of dry weather is between 9 a.m., as you can see right here, this is for Calgary specifically, between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m., because by 4 we get into another wave of showers and non-severe thunderstorms that'll pop up along the foothills and then track off to the east along the QE2 and Highway 2 and along the Trans-Canada once again. When you want a window of opportunity for Sunday in Calgary, that's Sunday morning. Smaller chance of seeing any sort of showers, but then by 2 p.m. we have this next wave roll in, and that wave will be much heavier than the wave we get Saturday and Saturday night. I'll give you totals in just a second here. You can see things clearing out for Monday of Calgary anyway, and along the QE2 and Highway 2. Okay, looking at precipitation, rainfall in general, this is a good indication, but keep in mind, this really just goes up until about late Saturday, and then by Sunday we have a big swath of rain that is possible. So again, we're not expecting a ton of rain on Saturday in Lethbridge, but we'll see a lot on Sunday. And for Calgary specifically, we'll see a little bit, 1 to 3 millimeters, certainly possible. Saturday, especially later in the day. And then Sunday, later in the day, after 2 p.m., 5 to 10 millimeters is possible, just a high of 12. It clears out for Victoria Day on Monday, 17 degrees for the high.
That's so interesting. We're small talkers. Canadians probably didn't even realize that.
No.
And nice. We're nice.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can take a few minutes this long weekend to get outside and enjoy nature like this guy. Because you never know who you might encounter in your outside travels. Unexpected new friends, this little pup and a couple of butterflies. I don't think he was quite sure what to make of them.
I think he's going to be outside longer than we are this weekend.
Probably. Patience is a virtue, as they say, and hopefully this forklift operator has it in spades, because this could take a while. This This lounging cat is a little bit in the way, and the owner decides to bring in reinforcements. This Bobcat forklift doesn't seem to stand a chance because this chunky kitten is not going anywhere. Did you notice there's a little tiny Lego forklift driver driving that?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Eh?
You see him in there? He's trying.
And that's a real cat?
That's a real cat.
The cat's not having any of it. No.
That's a loaf of a cat. Yeah.
Comfortable.
Not interested.
Very unhappy.
Well, this robot has set a new world record for the fastest time solving a Rubik's Cube, but you have to watch very closely to see it. Guys, that was it. Blink and you're going to miss it. This marvel of a machine solved the cube in 1/10 of a second. This is 3 times faster than the previous record holder. This is the slow motion, so you can see how many actual series of motions that there was to solve the cube. Happens in the blink of an eye. This bot is the brainchild of a team of engineering students at Purdue University, so they have nicknamed the robot Purdubik's Cube.
I wish I had that when I was a kid. It took me forever.
Yes.
That makes me feel bad about myself. I'm not gonna lie. I've never got it. Never.
Wow. Incredible.
All right, here's your Skywatch weather camera, and yeah, look at those clouds suggesting thunderstorms right around us, and that's what's happening right now. So we have the potential for showers and thunderstorms as we head through these next 4 or 5 hours, and then we're looking at just on and off rain throughout those overnight hours. We're sitting at 11 degrees right now. Our daytime high just 12, and normal is 17. So we are absolutely below normal for this time of year. There's that wave of showers and non-severe thunderstorms that are pushing through. We see that in parts of Calgary right now, and we'll continue to see that as the system really does develop right over us. And this wave heading up towards the Trans-Canada Highway. Brooks, you'll see some of this. Medicine Hat, you'll see a little bit of this. Of course, we do need more moisture than what we've been getting in the far southeast corner. Okay, I will say this. If you want sunshine for tomorrow, the best chance of that is heading south. So, for example, Lethbridge, Pincher Creek area is where we have the best chance of sunshine in southern Alberta for tomorrow. Lake Louise, you could get a little bit as well. Red Deer will get some showers, Drumheller on Saturday and Sunday as well. Lethbridge, you'll get the rain on Sunday, and it will be heavy at times. Pincher Creek, Saturday sunny, rain Sunday, and then gusty on Monday. And Medicine Hat, you'll see some showers anyway on Sunday. When you look at Calgary specifically, our window of opportunity for no rain is between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. Outside of that, we will have rain that will continue through Sunday and be heavy at times, especially on Sunday, clearing out for Monday. Just giving your 10-day trend to you, we will be either at or below normal up until Friday of next week, and then we'll get to those around that 20-degree range by next weekend, Tara.
Thanks, Danielle. We should have checked Victoria's forecast to see if they're going to get rain.
Right. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to get some rain. But as I said, we have windows. So before we get to the Lux weather window and talk about that window, let's talk about our window tomorrow, for example. Between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. is our best chance of no rain. And then Sunday morning for no rain. Outside of that, expect rain and even thunderstorms, and heavy at times, and cooler on Sunday at 12 degrees. So a little on the chilly side for a camping weekend. 17 degrees though on Monday, and the clouds will clear out just in time to head into next week. Sorry, campers. Okay.
They're used to it. If you're heading out the May long weekend, you know what to expect.
I agree. Okay. And you know what? There's no snow to talk about, so that's good. In Calgary and outside areas anyway. Okay, weather window brought to you by Lux Windows and Doors, crafting quality windows and doors for your style, budget, and Alberta's climate. And Patrice O sent this in. What did we say? Mayday tree?
Beautiful. I love to see the trees blossoming.
Stunning. Well, happy long weekend, everybody.
Thanks for your company tonight. Have a terrific weekend, and we will see you again next week.